Hello, darlings. Welcome back to the channel. This is Nomadic Moon Arts Tarot. My name is Joan, and today we're doing love readings for the sign of Leo. This is a love reading for our Leo Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, especially Venus, even, because love reading. Why not? And I'm going to be doing a combination of oracle cards and tarot in order for me to give you some context so you can figure out if this reading is for you, if it's not for you, if this doesn't resonate with you. Of course, always check out other signs. I've been a little lax in getting these up this week because it was just a really crazy week. So forgive me, but we're on it now. To my beautiful, romantic, terribly attractive Leo darlings, you need to know about the loving stuff. This month we're pulling some Kipper cards. Okay. This will let me establish a theme to see if it resonates with you, for you. Let's pull some tea leaves. All right. Definitely you and you. Anybody else? You. Yes. You. Anyone else? Anyone else? Okay. Really? Okay. Cool. All right. Helix. So let's look at these oracle cards first to get a little idea of context. Trust. Come on down. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. Okay, that's a word salad. Let's look at that. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. You okay? I would say that this is slightly crooked, and the Virgo in me just can't handle that. Okay, there we are. Yes. Acceptance of a current situation allows you to transform it because you're not fighting what isn't happening. You're not fighting what's happening around you, and all your energy isn't going to the thing, that you're fighting, shall we say. So fine. Let's look at some more cards. We have, main male. Again, interesting. He is showing up in almost all the love spreads today. Journey, possibly a long distance relationship. Oh my goodness. Men, men, men. It's raining men. Mature man. So Ian McKellen is in love with you. Cool. Also maybe surprising if you're a woman. Okay. So you have two men and journey. Maybe there are two loves in your life. Maybe out with old, in with the new. Maybe it's a reading about a mature male that is becoming increasingly important to you. Okay, we have success. Well, that's nice. I'm for success. How about you? We have fan, romance, celebration, party. Well, good. That's a great thing to come up in a love spread. We have sunrise, new creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start. Wowee, kazowie. Crown, honor, and respect will come to you. Happiness. I'm for this reading. Fire, strong emotion, passionate love or hate. I say love. Okay, so we've already got a feel here, don't we? All right. A mature, successful man, an adult who adults with adulting. Very nice. Very nice. Pleasure, happiness, flirtation, fun. All right, let's pull 3 cards and see if we can get the final sort of setup here so you can see if this one's for you. All right, darlings, what do my beautiful Leos need to know? Hello, Jill. Okay, we'll start with these. We have the Knight of Cups. My goodness, it is raining men. Okay, so we have very romantic, very effusive, Seven of Pentacles, a situation that has been invested in a fair amount, and you're wondering, is the juice, what is it? Is the juice worth the squeeze? And I guess that's the term that gets applied to it a lot. Not my favorite phrase, but meh. Knight of Swords. Okay. Leo, you may be dating quite a bit, right? This either is many aspects to a single person. Um, well, if you have a real life Astarian, then this is Astarian. But sorry, this is an Astarian account. Astarian things will happen in it. Forgive me. We have, let's see, a very romantic, rather dashing, intellectual, can be a little, fast moving, fiery, very passionate. In spite of these 2 knight cards, we have a mature man and a main male. So, right, and a lot of passionate and romance cards here. So, in order to find out if this spread is for you, it can either mean you're someone who's really in the middle of dating right now. So there's lots of possibilities around you. There's lots of people, man or women, doesn't matter. There's for no real gender in tarot, but there's a lot of masculine. Uh, there's a lot of masculine coming up in here. So if you like women, that is irrelevant, but strong, passionate energies. And let's see. Could be a very complex single person that is important to you, that is older than you, that might be a long distance thing, and that you're starting to get a lot of exciting impressions of this person that excites you. There's a lot of passion, there's a lot of romance, there's a lot of longing and communication and things like that there. So if you're doing a long distance thing, this is your spread. If you're dating a lot different people, this is your spread. If you are not dating anyone and are trying to call in to your life someone with a lot of diverse qualities to them, maybe even contradictory, it seems, right? Like I have a type, right? And I have the the type that is my kryptonite, my weakness, right? And they couldn't be more different, right? So maybe you are trying to bring these disparate things together in your life in the form of a singular romance. So, if any of these go, then I'm just take a sip of tea because my throat's a little dry. Thank you for your patience, darling, beautiful lions. Let's read. All right, then. 3 cards. What's happening now? We have Queen of Cups. Okay. Knight of Cups and Queen of Cups. 6 of Wands. Victory, triumph, lots of positive attention. A lot of positive attention. All eyes on you. Page of Pentacles. A lot of communication, a lot of this really does kind of if someone is doing a long distance sort of thing, this really does talk about a great deal of focus on each other, a great deal of a flurry of words all day long, as you stay in touch and you're both pretty besotted, right? Uh, if you're the feminine and the other's the masculine in this situation, he thinks you are dreamy. I mean, attractive. Um, he is into you. Has a real difficult time thinking about anything else but you. And let's see. You, on the other hand, appear to be a lot more secure about your own value. And while you're into this and this is fun, you may have more than one person in your life. And so, you're not putting all your eggs in one basket. And so you're enjoying yourself rather than getting really intense about one person. And there's nothing wrong with getting really intense about one person. I like one person. I like intensity. I'm for it. I'm just saying we've got two different energies here with a whole lot of different masculines feelings, lots of flirting, and lots of pleasure and passion. So somebody may be having a really good time. And isn't that hard to believe in this particular timeline? That's right. People are still having a good time. Somebody out there is enjoying themselves. Isn't that nice? It could happen to us too. That's not over. Good things still happen. Let's draw some more cards. All right. So this next row is gonna kind of be an advice row. What do you need to pay attention to? What's important? All right. That's too many cards. Sorry. Okay. Let's see. Yes. Okay. Yes. And yes. We have Three of Wands. Say yes to the adventure. There is a call to adventure here, a hero's journey. You're about to take a chance. There's still chances worth taking. The Tower. Wow. The Tower in a love spread does not necessarily mean a breakup. In fact, I see no other cards about breakups here. So this lets me know that someone is just gonna rock your world. Oh my gosh, King of Wands. Ooh, hello. Hello, Leo. Hello, Leo. Right here. I would like to inform you that your absolute ideal is in the running. The King of Wands not only is extremely attractive and like sunny and beautiful and in all ways delicious, but the King of Wands kind of is an avatar for your personal ideal. What you like, really, really, is what likes you here. Like your weakness, right? If you have read or if you have watched any of my other videos on a certain subject, you know what my particular weakness is, and this would be the representation of him. Now, the fact that we're doing a Leo spread and we have a literal lion right here next to this King of Wands means that something really beautiful is headed your way, and he really likes you. Like, wowee. My God, the love reading spreads this month are so intense and passionate and great. It's really exciting. Cards don't lie, in the sense that I am not trying to pull a romance out of this. They're just straight up, it's there. It's just there. Okay, so let's look at what happens here. Watch all these horrifying cards show up, but just kidding. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. All right, here we go. You, yes, you. Ooh, we have Ace of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. Wonderful. A new beginning, a new growth, new start, new roots being established. A generous soul. The issue of generosity came up in another spread. I want to mention this. And when it comes to love, and although there are some things to suggest that there is some prosperity here involved with everyone involved, you don't. I think I'm going to sneeze. Hold on. Nope, I'm not. Go me. Watch me suddenly sneeze and heinous. Okay. Generosity, Ace of Pentacles, right? You don't. You certainly don't need a wealthy partner in order to be happy, but you do need a generous partner in order to be happy, right? And there's a difference. Even if both of you have very little money, if you're generous with each other, it speaks well of generosity throughout the relationship. I mean, if you guys can only afford to split a curry at the little corner Thai restaurant, then but you're crazy about each other, then it's it's certainly as fancy and a romantic meal as you can have, right? And a generous person is a person who is generous with their heart, generous with their time, generous with their expression, someone who is generous with what they have, generous, in intimate moments, right? A good lover. Uh, all those things, right? That's smexy, right? So, right. We're looking at generosity here as opposed to wealth. Generosity is what you need. We have the Two of Pentacles. Lots of sharing and giving. Lots of balance. Just exactly what I said. Go me. You have the Seven of Swords. You possibly may not be used to that kind of sweetness. You might be used to someone who is avoidant or deceptive. You might have a history of difficult loves. So this one really kind of, breadcrumbing, that kind of thing. So when this comes, it's hard for you to trust it. It's hard for you to, especially if it's a big knock you up the side of the head kind of feeling, because if you have ever been involved with an avoidant or a narcissist or something like that, then you know the unique misery that comes with someone who comes on very strong and either love bombs you in that traditional narcissist way, or gets you in their claws in that avoidant way, right? Before they snap back. So, right. That they come up. The devil. All right. The devil in the love spread is an interesting card, especially right next to the King of Wands here. Now, the devil's not all bad. The devil can be in a commitment that is heavy but positive, like a mortgage, say, or a marriage. If you're, terrified of marriage, but you're going to take the plunge, that can be devil energy. Um, Kink, okay, compatible, personal, kink is also devil energy, right? And that could be delicious, of course, right? If they line up and your kinks match, yum, right? Okay. Oh, the world. Yes. Definitely the ending of a phase of your life and entering of a new phase. The world is one of the most positive cards in the deck. It's so positive, in fact, that it lightens the load of the heavier cards around it, as does the Ace of Pentacles. Four of Swords. This is something you can relax into. Sometimes this card is withdraw. But literally the literal symbolism on this card, as you can see, is that your heart is safe. It's safe to relax into this situation. This row of cards is interesting to me. I will get to that in a second. Queen of Swords. All right, we have two queens. Queen of Swords is kind of a Gemini energy, okay? This is a water sign energy. So depending on who you are and how this resonates for you, Leo, the people coming into your life can have be air signs or earth signs, possible specificity there, but also just another way to look at this is that even though you might be very tenderhearted and romantic in tone, you've been hurt enough that, the classic human experience of becoming more cynical over time and more withdrawn and rejecting and distrustful over time is a reasonable response to pain. Okay. But the right person, the right fit, the right weird connection that, sees all your kinks and quirks and imperfections and still likes you creates what's called the intimacy paradox. When you're secure at home, you can face anything in the world, right? So this is a very soft energy that becomes a very strong energy. And I don't mean like it's in cold. I just mean that this tender-hearted, open-hearted queen becomes a strong queen with confidence and a full sense of value and self-respect, an ability to express her needs better, an ability to say what's acceptable and what isn't in the way of behavior, because someone makes them feel emotionally safe, to have their heart be tethered to them and near them, but exposed. And the result of that, a give and take and all of that, creates a new phase in your life that lets in more, lets you have new experiences in an environment where you feel. We've got a nest here, and see this ring here as well. There's an idea, and another ring. There's an idea of positive ownership in relationship. Okay, and I don't mean, please, oh God, don't take that the wrong way. What I mean by that is when someone claims you as theirs, especially in the feminine. And I'm going to get in trouble here because I have ideas about masculine and feminine energy and what is needed by both. But when a person feels taken, claimed in that way, right, they feel safe. And the feminine, not in an ownership like you are my possession thing to control, but as in you are my love. I feel responsible for your happiness and well-being. You, I choose. I feel responsible for your happiness and well-being. When that kind of positive ownership happens, the feminine blossoms. The feminine has trust, and as a result, the feminine can experience intense arousal, intense pleasure, intense sensuality and passion. And when that trust is gone, when that positive ownership is gone, she retreats and goes into her own masculine self-protection, self-care, all of it. So the goal is to find, if you're going to commit to somebody and have a relationship with somebody, is to find someone who makes you feel a part of them. This is mine. And when you relax into that, The paradox of that is fine, I have this at home, I shall go out into the world and slay all the dragons because I am secure and, a badass mother. So, right. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. I'm going to pull just a couple more cards. What are the final things you need to know about this? It's kind of an all over the, well, not an all over this place reading, but it's a lot for a single month love spread. So this could be something that takes place over the course of a year. But it's going to come in, by the way, relatively soon. This Tower card here always is now. Days, weeks, months, not years. It's coming soon. All this. Get ready. Okay? And you. Let's hope I'm right. I've got, again, 7 of Wands. That's more of that positive ownership thing, a feeling of security in spite of everything that's going on out in the world. This person makes you feel safe. This person makes you feel protected. Again. In the outside world, which is, who couldn't use some of that right now? 4 of Pentacles. This person makes you feel secure. 5 of Pentacles. This person takes you and makes you feel welcome in the world. You're not on the outside looking in. You're not on the outside looking in. This is main character energy. Does that make sense? Okay. I'm going to call it for this. It's a good spread, an interesting spread, an intense spread. All right, Leo? Let's pull a little foggy card, a little affirmation card, sign the reading off. All right. Ooh, a new one. I haven't seen this one before. Today is filled with infinite potential and possibility. Look at that little cutie pie. Today is filled with infinite potential and possibility. It certainly is. And you know what? It doesn't have to be a poop fire hose. It can actually be kind of fun and interesting. Good things are still happening in the world. I know. It's really hard to believe that right now, but it is. People are still flirting over the peppers in the supermarket. People are still meeting online and falling in love. People are still, doing all the sweet things that we all remember. It's still there. It's all right there. It's all what we put our focus on, I suppose. Not that I'm blaming you. Anyway, darlings, if you made it this far, thank you so much for checking out my new tarot channel. And if you liked this at all, and I hope you did, please consider liking and subscribing and maybe even leaving a comment. My God, I would be so thrilled. I am trying to turn this into a regular dealio with daily readings and all sorts of good stuff. And I hope to see you again soon. Thanks for checking it out. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Kisses. May there be many, many kisses. Thank you so much again. Be careful out there. Be good. Don't be good.